Name and badge number?
I don't have badge numbers.
Name?
I don't have a name either.
What do you mean you don't have a name? You're a public servant.
I'm a federal agent.
Is it illegal to circumvent the checkpoint?
No, it is not. But it is reasonable suspicion to circumvent the immigration checkpoint.
You said you had reasonable suspicion.
Yes.
You know how reasonable suspicion works?
Alright.
At this point, am I being detained?
No, you're not.
If I'm not being detained, have a great day. No, sir. You just said I'm not being detained. All right, have a great day.
Let me rephrase myself. Now you're being detained.
Okay.
Border Patrol officer interrogates him for smuggling aliens and narcotics. But what happens at the end is a lesson for every American citizen. As soon as he bypassed the official checkpoint, a Border Patrol vehicle pulled onto the road behind him, forcing him to the side of the road. An agent approached the driver's window, immediately pressing him with questions. Why had he avoided the checkpoint? Where was he headed? Was he a U.S. citizen? The driver wasn't interested in conversation. He had been through this before. He knew his rights. He wasn't required to answer, and he wasn't about to. The agent doubled down, claiming the driver's decision to take a side road gave reasonable suspicion that he might be smuggling aliens or narcotics. When the driver asked for the agent's name and badge number, he was told that federal agents don't have to provide that information. Watch the full video and see how to handle a Border Patrol officer.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Name and badge number?
I don't have badge numbers.
Name?
I don't have a name either.
What do you mean you don't have a name?
As a federal officer, I'm not required to give you my name. I can tell you that I'm a Border Patrol agent here with North, and all I'm doing is a brief immigration inspection. This is simply because when you went around the West Access in this vehicle with this type of trailer, you've given me some sort of reasonable suspicion. That being, we've had recent cases with vehicles of this type. So I'm just here to conduct a brief immigration inspection. Once I finish that, send you guys on your way. Have a great day.
Is it illegal to circumvent the checkpoint?
No, it is not. But it is reasonable suspicion to circumvent the immigration checkpoint, and especially in a vehicle of this type, where I just said we had multiple cases of human smuggling with vehicles of this type hauling trailer. That's why I'm asking for a brief immigration inspection.
And do you know how many times I circumvented the checkpoint?
A number of times, I'm guessing, so it happens more than once. So,
at this point, am I being detained?
no, you're not. Oh, sir. How are you doing today? Do you know why I stopped you today?
I don't.
Do you mind rolling down the window a little bit?
No, that's fine.
Okay. All right, sir. When you went around the checkpoint, one extremely high rate of speed. I'm doing a public safety stop.
Who are you?
United States Border Patrol, sir.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Second, you circumvented.
You enforce traffic?
Hey, sir.
You enforce traffic laws?
Secondly,
Do you enforce transportation?
I do not.
Okay.
But I can make a public safety stop if it's for public safety. When I was behind
safety?
You, that was in excess of 85 miles an hour.
What safety concern do you have?
I have safety concern for your high rate of speed on an unimproved road.
You have radar on your vehicle?
I'm trying to get to this.
You
sir.
have radar on your...
You circumvented an immigration checkpoint. I'm not here to argue.
Is that against the law?
Circumventing an immigration checkpoint
Is it against the law to circumvent a checkpoint?
Circumventing.
Is it against the law to
Circumventing an immigration checkpoint is reasonable suspicion.
For what crime?
For alien smuggling and narcotic smuggling.
You suspect me of
I just want to do a quick immigration inspection and put you on your way.
You suspect me of smuggling?
Sir, I'm just doing a quick immigration.
You said you had reasonable suspicion?
Yes.
Of what crime?
This is reasonable suspicion.
What crime?
For alien and narcotic smuggling. This is a known route for alien and narcotic
You believe
smuggling.
I'm smuggling or have narcotics?
No, I just want to talk to you and do my.
You know how reasonable
inspection.
suspicion works?
Yes, I do.
How does it work?
Simply, we have to have reasonable suspicion to stop a vehicle.
For what? Reasonable suspicion of what? Of a crime?
Of a crime.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Narcotics and alien smuggling.
You suspect I have narcotics?
Sir, that's why we're doing the investigation right now.
Well, you can't pull over people because you have a hunch.
Yes, it's not a hunch, sir. It's reasonable suspicion.
What reasonable suspicion
I
you
just
believe?
told you, sir. Circumventing the
Objective reasonable suspicion that I committed.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions. Ma'am, are you a U.S. citizen?
She doesn't answer questions.
All right. Give me one moment, sir. Hey, sir. You're good to go. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for your time.
Okay. I'll see you later, sir.
All I'm saying is, I need you to answer a brief question.
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer
No,
questions.
sir. If you don't want, if you don't, you know what? If you don't even want to identify yourself as a, you're a piece. I mean, you're a public servant. You're a public servant.
I'm a federal agent.
But so I can't get your name. I mean, what if I want to file a complaint?
You can call and complain, and I can tell you. I can tell you.
Who am I gonna say? Well, I gotta complain.
November 446.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Would you like
there you
that?
go. At least that. Yeah,
Okay,
of
yeah,
course,
no,
of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and file a complaint with the supervisors and stuff
Okay.
like that because
Feel free to do so. You're going to
Yeah.
call the Laredo North Border Patrol Station. It's the one on McPherson Road. And
Awesome.
that's all.
if
So
I'm
do you
not
mind
being
just
detained, have a
answering
great
my
day.
question now?
No, sir. You just say I'm not being detained. All right, have a great
Okay.
day.
Let me phrase myself. Now you're being detained.
Okay. Under what reasonable articulable suspicion?
Sir, I've just explained it twice to you, man. Like, do I have to go through it a
Of
third
course, circumventing the checkpoint is not illegal.
time? It's not. And I've explained to you my
So
reasons.
this is an illegal detainment.
It's not a It's not an illegal detainment, sir.
It is.
No, it's
You can't pull people over.
Yes.
Name and badge number. What's your name? Vega. So can I see that one right there? What does it say?
I don't have to give you my name.
Well, I'm asking you politely. You're asking me politely, right?
Hey, sir, you haven't provided your name, so I'm not going to provide.
My name is Luis. That's all I'm gonna give to you, man.
Okay.
All right. So just Google my goddamn fucking company and find out who I am.
Okay.
This is absurd. I cross every week.
Well, bro, this is the first time I'm meeting you. I don't know.
And guess what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back 5 times right now. And you ain't gonna do nothing about it. And this is harassing. This is what it is.
No, it's not harassing.
So all right. I mean,
just wanted this quick answer.
I ain't gonna help. I ain't gonna answer. I ain't gonna help you with your investigation. I'm done talking.
Yeah, all right. That's fine. He's good. Yeah. Have a wonderful day, sir.
Likewise.
Again, November 446.
All right.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you for watching. If you believe in holding public officials accountable and protecting your rights, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It motivates us to bring you more eye-opening videos like this. The original video links are in the description. Check them out and support the creators. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and always record.